Here today. Got a special livery coming in here in a little bit as well. Got a Delta A330 that diverted in a few minutes ago. Got up here as quickly as I could after work. Try to catch some of the diversions for you tonight. There's a United A321neo that diverted in. And we'll see what else we end up catching if anything else happens to come in. American Eagle 4909 inbound from Chicago.
Let's continue as the route holds short of Golf on the other side of the runway.
The United flight that just taxied in front of the A330 is United 3812. That is your Cleveland Guardians charter heading to Miami. Taxiing out from Atlantic Aviation, one of the FBOs here. So already a pretty big day. We got FedEx and UPS later on tonight. And all operations today are on runway 24 right. We have a chance for some thunderstorms later on today, so we'll keep an eye on the weather. So already a pretty busy afternoon here in Cleveland, Ohio today. Getting ate up by a mosquito or something already. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday. Had a busy day at work again today. As soon as I started getting alerts for diversions, I'm trying to wrap up to get up here as quickly as I could. I did miss the landing, but we'll at least get the departure today. Who knows, maybe we'll get some more tonight. Southwest flight. Southwest 473 will be behind the American Eagle. It's a MAX 8 inbound from Nashville. So we got a Learjet heading to Burke. Got some weather over the lake, so we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully it misses us today. If not, we'll go hide for a little bit. And tomorrow morning around 7:30, we should be getting a visit by the Dubai Air Wing, their 747 Dubai 3 due in tomorrow morning. May come up here to catch it, not really sure, before I go to work. Not sure when that'll depart, but we'll certainly let you know. But about 7:30 right now. Tomorrow morning is the ETA for our Dubai Air Wing 747. Citation here waiting for the Southwest to land before they get out of here. Got a Challenger taxiing out as well.
You can cross runway for the half Alpha. And take Lima to Juliet.
American 650 is inbound from LAX.
Papa, Juliet 4.
How about that? Here's the citation lining up for departure. Almost went to Detroit this afternoon. Unfortunately, I had some to get up there, but it's like a SAC heavy air wing C-17 doing maybe less than that now.
Drive 10 o'clock and 2 miles, 6,000 overhead. Including approach to flight.
United 3812 lining up for Miami. Should be the Guardians charter. I believe that is their flight number. It's coming out of Atlantic, so I wonder if it dropped them off and is now heading to Miami. That should be a baseball charter for you. Sticky day up here today, about 85 degrees. So you get back up into the 90s, I think, for the weekend. Of course, a lot going on this weekend. We got the Lorraine Air Show on Saturday. We got the B-29 and P-51 down in Mansfield this weekend as well. The goal is to try to catch both of them this weekend. United heading out. Behind the United, we have a Erie Shore Challenger that should be departing. Operated by SkyQuest. Earlier this afternoon, a flight of 2 B-2 Spirits was spotted over the Dayton area. Imagine possibly coming back as things have picked up again in Iran over the last couple of days. So back to watching the skies. Guess we'll see how things go over the next few weeks. Next inbound flight should be American Flight 650 inbound from LAX. Have United 1970 inbound from Orlando. United 717 inbound from San Francisco. It looks like behind that a citation. We still got a few aircraft that are diverting as well. I see Pittsburgh and Detroit are getting a couple of more. It looks like a Delta A321neo. Surprised the Delta Heavy came here. We don't see a lot of Delta. Usually those that go over to Detroit. So pretty cool that we saw the one divert in today. I see another 767 that's holding. An American 787 that's holding. So no guarantees, but you never know as some weather moves through the area. Going to take a look at the weather just to kind of see where we're at. And I think we're going to get hit. There's a cell just east of Cedar Point that's kind of heading our way, so I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that. And if it does hit us, we'll go into a rain delay. It's not going to be very long though, hopefully. But it does look like it's heading in our direction, so we'll keep an eye on that weather and see if we have to go hide again. Just Plane says in a couple of weeks it's going to be props and pistons. Yeah, that's right. That's coming up in August at Akron Fulton. So we got something going on just about every weekend in the area. So I hope to see everyone out there. Props and pistons at Akron Fulton. Got Discover Aviation Lorraine this weekend, which is always a fun event. Thunder over Michigan next week. C. Fry is here. Just Plane says, I haven't talked to you since the Dayton Air Show, which was very impressive. Did not go to Columbus, but we'll go to Akron and Cleveland. ASA caught the MD-11 at Rickenbacker a little bit ago. I haven't caught one yet since they've returned to service. I need to get down there to catch one. I did see the one on static when I went down there for the air show. And there were a few kind of parked around, but I haven't seen one fly yet. We'll have to go check one out when we get a chance. It's like the 321neo getting fueled up over there. A couple of diversions this afternoon. We'll stick around and catch them landing or catch them taking off today. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some more.
Charlie to the approach, super right. 717, reduce speed to 210, 55 heading.
Had a Delta 737 divert in as well earlier today.
Yeah, clear visual approach, runway 24 right, contact Charlie.
American 650 should be on final from LAX. Got a FlexJet, the FlexJet Praetor that just took off a little bit ago. Heading to Memphis is diverting back. Took off about an hour ago. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. straighten this thing back up. Here's American. This morning we had the resumption of one of our flights, JetBlue to Fort Lauderdale this morning on the Airbus A320. Hopefully we'll see some special liveries on those with those aircraft being here. Delta 1449 is taxiing out the Airbus A220. A220 taxiing out for departure. We're heading over to Minneapolis. Behind the Delta, looks like an American Eagle E-175 is taxiing over behind them. There's the FlexJet. Must have forgot something. Coming back, was heading to Memphis. Probably a maintenance flight or something. American Eagle 5129 on final from Philadelphia. And 2 United flights, 1970 out of Orlando, 717 out of San Francisco. We have a Cessna Citation out of St. Augustine behind them.
1.8, cross that 2 plus the comms and ground 1.4.
Jeff is here today. Hope you're doing well, Jeff. Disney World Ron says, I will be flying to Phoenix August 15th from John Glenn Airport on Southwest at 8:05 in the morning. Well, hope you have a great flight. Hope it's not too hot for you out there. Have a good time down in Phoenix. I need to move my tripod back a little bit. I'm on a side of the hill, and I think I'm a little bit too far off to get it completely level. So I'm going to move it back here in a hair. I hope you have a great time out in Phoenix. Been fortunate to make that flight a couple of times, and it's always a nice time. Really pretty out there. Bear with me for a minute. Needed to find a little bit more level spot. I think that should be good. For where I was, I couldn't get the tripod head level. Here's the other United. So the two Uniteds are rolling out. Delta taking the runway now with the Airbus A320 on their way back to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And Eric is right, that was a 717 route for a while. So we have a UPS 767 inbound in about 40 minutes, so looking forward to seeing that one. We'll have FedEx a little bit later on tonight. They're sending their America 250 special livery, so looking forward to seeing that. Jeff says, I was supposed to fly to Fort Lauderdale on JetBlue a few years ago. Right before the change of flight, they had to fly through Boston. That would be rough. I'm glad they brought that flight back. It lands at around 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and then the outbound's around 8 in the morning, but glad to see that flight is back. It was supposed to have been the FDNY livery, then they changed it last minute last night. So hopefully we see that at some point. Delta heading to Minneapolis, like 2057. I think I said 1449 earlier, that's the later flight. Fortunately, there's nowhere over here where I can get completely away from this tree. The leaves are really drooping down on it with the seed pods on it. So we're just doing the best we can tonight. I could just pull that branch off, but I'm not going to do that. American Eagle heading out. It's not my property, and they're nice enough to let us use it, and we could deal with the tree. There's spots down in the parking lot that you wouldn't be dealing so much with the tree, but with everything here on 24 right with the departures, it's just a little farther away down there, and you kind of got to look around the big bushes and everything. So I think we'll just do the best we can.
57, 24 right, clear to land.
So again, I apologize for the tree. The spot I had earlier was better to try to get around it, but it just wasn't level. So it was like right on the side of the hill. It's like we're feeling the A330 up for the flight over the JFK. LAX to JFK this afternoon for the American or the Delta A330 that diverted in. Still got some diversions going over to Detroit, so we might get some more. The Avengers are inbound. It's flight 958 for the Delta diversion. The other night when we were streaming, we were hoping to catch a national A330. We did have to wait for it. It landed around 10 o'clock. Departed yesterday around 11. Unfortunately, I was at work and I wasn't able to come up for the departure, but it ultimately only did end up being one of them. It didn't end up being two like the jet tip was showing. Not sure what it was though. We had a Delta 757 and an Allegiant A319 here that day as well. And I think the Allegiant and the Delta both went to Las Vegas. The National went to Reno. I'm assuming the National might have been a military charter, but not 100% sure what was going on. Still, it was cool to see it. United Express 3616 inbound from Newark. Delta 880 inbound from Atlanta will be behind them. And again, still watching the sell off to our west, keeping our fingers crossed. Sorry about that, I thought I had a little bit more time. At 24 left is closed today.
2057, contact Cleveland Center 135.1.
I wanted to open it up in the morning for the 747. It's coming in. Transmedic heading out.
When you can go to the airport.
One of the Oregon transport aircraft that come through about every day, based over at SkyQuest. Very important job these guys do. Beautiful aircraft too. I've been up close to them a couple of times. And really pretty airplanes. I like the silver one a little bit more than the white one, but really cool looking aircraft. One Embraer heads out. Looks like we might have another one lining up.
Like I said, I didn't see any crew issues, so give me a second to look.
As a FlexJet heads out.
So if I shut that look, I'll take you first. Good day.
runway on tower 280 at 8. Runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading out. We haven't been following the news the last couple of days. A Lonely Heart Traveler posted on Reddit yesterday saying that she had a flight out of Cleveland and it was an aircraft mechanic that stole her fancy. She was thinking about him the whole flight, trying to see if she can get a hold of him. Well, the airport saw the Reddit post, and so they put that, share that on their social media sites yesterday, and it sounds like they might have found out who it was. So, best of luck to the new couple. Hopkins said they should use the Hopkins Hangout Pass, the pass that lets you go through the gates. They should use that for their first date. Delta 880 inbound from Atlanta. I can confidently say I've flown a lot over the years, and that has never happened for me. Now I'm married, my wife doesn't like to fly, so. C'est la vie, I guess. C'est la vie.
10 left, Gulf 2, fast 24 left, then contact ground point 7. Good day.
Alaska 216 should be pushing back shortly. The 737 MAX 9 that'll be heading over to Seattle. Have American Eagle 5126 heading to DCA, should be pushing back. Southwest 2887 heading to Denver. Southwest 4295 as well heading over to BWI. Frontier 4209 for Atlanta. A few aircraft that are live should be pushing back here over the next few minutes. Next inbound flight. Don't see anything really holding anymore for New York. We'll keep an eye on it. Next inbound flight's 4057, American Eagle flight out of Miami. After that, UPS 5442, 767 out of Louisville. United 1934 out of Houston. These aircraft are about 20 minutes out. Delta 1449, the A220 out of Minneapolis. American 1682 out of Dallas, Fort Worth. Got a SkyQuest Learjet out of Nashville. United 2476 out of Denver. Challenger coming in as well out of Bemidji. Bemidji? Is how you say that? Down to Memphis, FedEx 361 getting ready to, or it's airborne now out of Memphis, about an hour out for that one. Frontier 2698 out of Phoenix is about an hour out as well.
He's going to reach out to in-flight to see if they can help get it to. Good copy, thank you.
Let's take a look from a military standpoint just to see if anything is out right now, but not seeing anything too close to our area. Watching this storm that's getting closer. We are getting close, unfortunately. It's over by Lorraine. Might even be strong enough to produce a water spout. Might be a little bit of rotation out that way. So we'll keep an eye on that. Got some weather moving towards Detroit. Should have some more moving towards New York, so we'll keep an eye on that later on. But we got a storm moving into the area, so we may have to shut off for a little bit as it gets closer. We'll have to wait and see. Alaska 216 taxiing out. Tell you it's definitely getting darker, so as that storm gets a little closer, we may have to shut the live stream down for a little bit. It may go south of us if we get lucky. We'll have to wait and see. Alaska 216 heading to Seattle. We got Aero Expo 2026 at SeaTac this week. I wish I was able to go.
A little bit further south, but
A friend of mine that went yesterday, they got some pictures of the 777X prototype out flying around this week. So would love to have seen that, but done enough traveling lately. Cut off for a little while. I think we got to save some money. Southwest is taxiing out. Looking at a flight aware, seeing if Dubai 3 is up yet. I didn't see it yet. I'm perfectly okay if that delays to like 9:30. Got a little time to get up here. Alaska heads off into the trees. Southwest is taxiing out. 737 MAX, I believe, heading, if I remember right, to BWI.
Good day.
That's a 737-800, not the MAX.
Extreme precipitation, about 15 miles to the northwest of the field, moving eastbound. Your switch should keep you just to the south of it. If you need to deviate from the further south, request departure now.
I think the Southwest is the one heading to Denver. I think that's the MAX is heading to Baltimore. But they were told about the weather, and if they need to deviate, they can. There's some extreme precipitation about 15 miles off to the northwest. So again, hopefully it misses us. But I'm not too optimistic looking at the radar. Looks like all the vehicles have pulled away from the United Neo. I wonder if that means they're getting close to heading out.
May 87, contact departure, good day.
Still getting the A330 fueled up.
Departure, radar contact, maintain 6,000. 6,000,
American Eagle 4057, about 8 minutes out now, coming in from the south over Valley City. Trying to avoid the weather. Couple more diversions out there. Looks like a American A321 Neo diverting a pit. Alaska got a Columbus got an Alaska diversion.
Yeah, I literally just hung up with them, and I'm trying to find the gate for you. So be just a couple of minutes. After that, will be 22 will be the gate. I got a plane that should be pushing off of it in about 10
I think the Neo is actually going to back to its gate, or going to a gate. Oh, look at this. Got a crane going somewhere. Check that out. So I think the Neo may be going to the gate. Perfect. So we're under a severe thunderstorm warning here in Cleveland. It was like a pretty strong storm passing by Lorain and Elyria. So I have a feeling we are going to have to shut down for a few minutes. As the storm gets a little closer. So severe thunderstorm warning here for Lorain and Cuyahoga counties, including the city of Cleveland, Rocky River, Brook Park, Berea. So I think unfortunately we're going to get hit here in a few minutes. We'll go as long as we can though. We got American Eagle and we got UPS. UPS is 10 minutes out. So I'm hoping that we can catch UPS before the storm hits. Got a G500 over the lake as well. So again, we're gonna go as long as we can, but we are under a severe thunderstorm warning here now, so. In an effort to protect all the gear, we'll have to probably go put everything away for a few minutes. It is getting dark off to the west, so we'll see how it goes. If it does rain, we'll just shut off for a little bit. We'll be back live in as soon as we can. But we'll go as long as we can up here with the weather. Tomorrow morning about 7:30 or so, we should be seeing the Dubai Air Wing 747. Dubai 3 is a call sign for that. They are airborne now, showing 644 ETA on that. So if you're getting up early and you are heading out this way, stop by and see the Dubai Air Wing 747 showing a 645 ETA right now. Hopefully they get some headwinds and that pushes back a little bit, but at least we should see the Dubai Air Wing tomorrow. Again, not sure how long they'll be here. Last time they were here, it was only here for a few hours. But I've seen them here for almost a month before, so we'll see how long they're going to be here. Looks like they are just out of Dubai now, so be a little bit before they get here. American Eagle inbound, followed by UPS.
And 1423 is the top.
Eric says a poor Delta A330 can't catch a break with the weather today. Fortunately for those guys, it should be a small cell, so hopefully it won't keep them here too long. As long as they get it fueled up before it gets here. American Eagle out of Chicago O'Hare, I think it was. J-Ro here as well. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Thursday, everyone. Sorry, that was Miami. 4057 inbound from Miami. UPS 5442 heavy turning final, 767-300 out of Louisville. They're going to be behind this Gulfstream that's inbound. Then we'll have United 2476 out of Denver, and then we'll have a Challenger. There's a Canadian Air Force C-130 Hercules kind of crossing the Ohio state line to the east over the lake. Highly doubt it comes in, but that would be cool if it were to come in today. So we should have a Gulfstream inbound, then we'll have UPS. Southwest pushing back for Nashville. Gonna get out of here before the storms.
Okay, quick push. Yeah, our dispatcher said that was full, but I guess not, so we'll kind of go. Looking at top
UPS is passing over downtown right now. Our fueling guys lately have been pretty busy with heavies. We had the National A330 yesterday. Had the Egyptian 787 or A350, sorry, A350 a few weeks ago. Had a 787 spend a night the other day. The A330 today for Delta, and then we'll have the 747 in the morning. So lots of heavies over the last couple of weeks up here. Here's the Gulfstream. So UPS 5442 on final. Watching that weather.
November, cross 22 forward left, then contact
move in from the west. Bombi says, big storm coming. Yeah, we're going to have to probably shut down after UPS gets here. At least for a little bit. Get out of the weather. And in 1934 out of Houston as well, to be to the south of us. The bulk of the storm looks like it is going to go to the south of us, more through Strongsville and Brunswick. But we are going to get clipped, so we'll probably have to get out of here for a little bit. But again, once the weather clears, we'll try to go back live again. Just waiting on UPS. Hopefully the weather clears in time for FedEx later on today. It's the America 250 special livery for FedEx, so hoping to catch that one today. See a United 737 is taxiing out. That United is flight 1673. They're heading to Chicago.
They're going to stop, move back out to the original move and lock the airplane in, and then we're going to just leave you out the test.
UPS rolling out. They'll be turning around here in a few minutes and heading over to their ramp.
2442 heavy, left on golf, remain the frequency, hold foot, runway 24.
UPS ramp is right over here to our right next to the NASA Glenn Research Center and the National Weather Service. A little bit of news that came out yesterday. I know I posted it on my Instagram that the hangar space at NASA Glenn is back up for lease. So looking for a company to take over the hangar. So we'll see what happens long term there. So the ramp is over there. I can't see the hangar where we're at just because it's behind a turn, but the NASA Glenn hangar is back up for lease. So according to the posting that they put out there, assuming I haven't lost it, available for lease is up to 6.7 acres, including a 44,800 square foot heated aircraft hangar. So NASA Glenn's hangar is up for lease. Delta 1449 inbound from Minneapolis, one of a few aircraft on final. United 1934 out of Houston, 2476 out of Denver. Then we'll have this Challenger that's inbound as well. As NASA has downsized a lot of their operations, we no longer have the NASA aircraft here. Which is a shame. The NASA has been here before they were even NASA. They were the NACA back when they built that hangar. So definitely a shame to see it come up for lease, and hopefully whoever takes it over is an aircraft facing company. I know there were rumors that United was interested in it. So I guess we'll see what happens to it long term. And heading out to Chicago. GPS is holding short, so they don't have enough time to cross before the next inbound flight.
Climb and maintain 14,000, and you are radar contact 5 miles north of Lake Airport.
So another look at our weather here. Getting close. The bulk of it is over Elyria right now, it looks like. So only a few more minutes, I think we'll be able to stay live before we'll have to shut down for a few minutes. Looks like the heaviest of it's going to go to our south, but still we'll have to make sure to get out of the rain, protect our stuff. Delta 1449 inbound from Minneapolis as the United has gone over to the pad.
We can fly heading 270.
UPS still won't be able to cross as we got more inbound flights. We'd have the double United flights.
229, minimal time exiting the runway, please. Traffic 1 mile final. 10 left at Papa. 224 left.
So we're southwest heading to Nashville. So we have enough room to get southwest out of here before the next inbound flight. Southwest on their way to Nashville. And looking off to our west, you can see the rain now.
Red 1934, clear the tower with 20 at 11, runway 24 right, clear the land.
1934 out of Houston on final.
Heading 040.
4295, I think it's in Nashville. They're on their way to Baltimore. Baltimore, BWI. Look over there in the distance. The sky is definitely getting dark.
Resume normal rate of climb, turn right heading 180, thanks for the help.
One more arrival and then I'll get
Yes, until one more arrival, then they'll be able to cross.
On the contact approach 55.5.
Another diversion going to Pittsburgh. American 16 and A321. Unfortunately, the weather's probably going to limit any more diversions for us for a little bit. But we'll keep an eye on it. We got a Challenger inbound. American 1682 a few minutes out as well from Dallas. But after the Challenger, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for a few minutes. We're going to let this weather pass through. This is literally right on the other side of the airport now, looking at the radar. So after this inbound flight comes in, we're going to shut the stream off for a few minutes. Cappuccino Beam, the A330 is a weather diversion. I just saw the A220. So after this Challenger lands, we're going to wrap up for a few minutes. We're going to let this severe thunderstorm pass through.
Line up the light steps. We'll be passing downfield.
So we're going to wrap up for a few minutes. Let the weather do its thing. And then once this storm passes, we'll go back live again. At least that's going to be the plan. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. Looks like it's a pretty quick moving cell that's not a super long cell. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here before the weather hits. So. And then hopefully we'll catch the A330 for you as well when that heads out. So they'll probably leave after the storm, showing a 6:45 departure time for the A330 now. So if that holds, we'll catch it for you. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for a little bit. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're going to take shelter from the storm, and then we should be back live. Thank you guys so much for being here. Stay safe, and we'll see you here in a few minutes, hopefully. guys, we are back live. Sorry about the little rain delay that we had there. The heaviest of the storm, really, it broke up as it made its way on land, going into the northern part of Medina County now. Just some light rain up here, nothing too crazy as this United 737 lines up for departure. So welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here again. I apologize for the rain delay. I think we'll be good to go for a little while now. The A330 is still here. JFK just went back into a ground stop. As I was sitting in the car, I heard ATC called a flight and said, hey, they're out of the ground stop. Let us know when you're ready. And then they called right back and said, just found out they're in a ground stop again. Pilot came back and was like, oh man. So the A330 is still here. You can't see it now. I moved down the parking lot a little bit to get away from the trees and get away from whatever it was that was eating me alive over there.
2698 negative, stay with me, and
hopefully we'll see that leave soon. Got some good spray here now as the runway is wet. I did Flight 234 on the way to San Francisco. It's cooled down 10 degrees, only about 75 degrees here now. So, pretty comfortable, but still very humid. Shame there's no fighter jets around because you probably see a lot of vape today. In fact, even the sun is out now. Frontier 2698, about 5 minutes out. Airbus A321neo inbound from Phoenix. Delta Connection 4954 out of Detroit's about 15 minutes out. American Eagle 9690, a repositioning flight out of Louisville. About 13 minutes out for that one. Meanwhile, here on the airport, American Airlines 650 texting out for departure 737 on its way to LAX. Delta 1449 should be heading to Minneapolis here within the next half hour or so. American Eagle 5126 over to DCA as well. So welcome back. So the A330, a lot of questions about the A330 in the chat. It's still here sitting on the pad. LAX to LAX to JFK. And it'll be over there until either it's able to get out of here or the crew time's out, or they hit that, I think, 3-hour limit. Well, before the weather hit, I heard ATC was talking about giving them priority to get out of here. So I would imagine that they'll get out of here soon. I do see some flights circling for New York, but hopefully they're able to get that out of here soon. Out of here. Sweat bee over here that keeps going after my leg. Sorry about that. 322, I think 320. was hoping that by coming down here, maybe they'd leave me alone, but I guess not. So unfortunately, because I moved down the parking lot a little bit, we can't see the pad anymore. We got the building in the way. But as soon as we get an update on the Delta A330, we'll certainly let you know. It's the A220 that'll be heading to Minneapolis. Andre says, I give up on seeing the Delta A330. Well, don't give up. It'll get out of here soon, hopefully. All right, Raiders asking what happens to the A330. Let's have a good day. Certainly we'll let you know if we hear anything. But it's still on the pad, so. And tier turning final over downtown, 2698 inbound from Phoenix. Look at the radar. I don't know really what's causing all the challenges in New York today. I don't really see any weather out that way. So I'm down by just past through DC, it looks like, but I'm not sure what's leading to all the challenges in New York today. Looks like they are moving some of the equipment that was on runway 24 left, so we might see 24 left open up soon. I was wondering if they're going to make a push to get that open up soon because of the 747 that'll be coming in the morning. The last time that the Dubai Air Wing was here, they were here in February. We had a lot of snow on the ground. And that snow damaged, from what I hear, damaged some of the lights on the side of the runway, and that runway was closed for a little while afterwards. So I would imagine that airport ops are going to do everything they can to make sure we have 2 open runways in the morning. There's quite the convoy heading over that way, though. Including the all-important poop truck leading the line. If you're local to the area, or it may not necessarily be our area, but there's a lot of news lately about a parasite that is causing reasons you might need that porta potty. Got a flex jet heading out. Tack ready to line up for departure and runway 24 right. I'll change the battery in the scanner here in a minute. Starting to warm back up now as the sun's coming up and got all the moisture in the air, starting to feel that heat and humidity again. Summer in Northeast Ohio. Of course, now that I'm over here behind the building, the A330 was kind of my focus point when there's nothing coming in. I guess we'll use this Frontier that is sitting over here getting some maintenance. And change the battery in the scanner here really quick.
E1. Clear up there. Set your breath. Clear approach when able, flighting 010. 37, fly heading 27.
Looks like the Delta is still on the pad over there with the stairs, so we'll continue to watch the 330.
Speed your discretion.
Frontier inbound from Phoenix.
The temperature was 85.
Got some light rain falling again. We might get a rainbow as the sun is really out, really bright behind me. The very light rain, but maybe we'll get a rainbow tonight. Frontier A321 Neo. Touch it down from Phoenix.
690, send to maintain 3000.
Let's pick it up a little bit. I don't want it to rain too hard because of the camera and everything that's sitting out, but I need to see a rainbow. Got an aircraft going around. I don't know how well I'm going to pick it up here.
Okay, I'll call that 1400.
So flex jet going around. To be honest, I didn't even see him on there. Delta connection 4954 inbound from Detroit. CRJ 900 less than a minute out, followed by American 9690 out of Louisville. Air Canada Jazz 647 out of Montreal. We have a flight exclusive citation out of Minneapolis. American 1679 out of Charlotte. And a special livery tonight, FedEx 361. 767, where's the America 250 livery? We'll see that here in a little bit.
7, roger, that's down, Lima, I should be there in a few minutes.
So Redfire is asking details about the Dubai 747. So tomorrow morning, right now showing about 6:45. So somewhere between about 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning. We're expecting the Dubai Air Wing to send one of their 747s. Dubai 3 is the call sign for it. So someone from the royal family is coming over. 747-400 due here in the morning. It'll go sit on the pad. So looking forward to seeing it. I don't know if I'll get up here in the morning to see it. but we'll definitely let you know. We'll definitely let you know too if we hear anything about the departure. But if you're in the area tomorrow morning, get up early and come on up. See the Dubai Royal flight come in. Dubai 3. 747-400. Here's the CRJ. I think I said on the stream the other day that I bet they come in soon. Since we're about 6 months since it was here last time, so assuming someone is maybe coming in for their 6-month appointment or something at the clinic. Not really sure the full situation, but I was wondering, since it's been about 6 months since they were here, if we would see them soon, and indeed we will. We'll see them in the morning. May see some really cool aircraft in Detroit as well next week with Thunder over Michigan coming up in the Red Arrows. I saw a SAC heavy lift C-17 come in this morning or this afternoon. I really wish I was able to get up there to see it. Hi is here. Hope you're doing well. Presto is asking, what's the coolest plane I've seen that land at Hopkins? Well, the Thunderbirds are always cool. I've seen the F-22, of course, here. The French Air Force A400 last week was really cool to see that. Probably the B-1. We had a B-1 land here. I'm trying to remember what year that was. It's for the air show. Probably like 2007-ish or something like that. So the B-1 was cool. But more recently, Dubai 1 is always cool. I've seen Air Force 1 here a couple of times. We've seen a number of foreign government aircraft come in. We've seen the Antonov come in. NASA T-38s come in from time to time. The S-3 Viking, when that was still flying, was pretty cool because we used to see that every once in a while. But I would probably say, just for me, because I'm a big, or the 727 as well. But probably just for me, because I'm a big fan of the government aircraft in general, I'd probably have to say Dubai 1, Panama 1 when that came in earlier this year was cool. We saw the Hungary Air Force Falcon earlier or last year. We've seen Lebanon come in. Slovakia, I think, came in, or Slovenia come in last year. So those are cool. Egypt Air a few weeks ago was cool. Anytime you get like an international diversion as well, like Air France, a lot when they came in. I don't know. It's a long list for sure. Seen a couple Super Hornets here over the years. A couple of years ago, we had the B-17 and B-25. They were going to Akron Canton for their show, or Akron Fulton for their show. But they're coming over from Toronto, so they had to go through customs. So seeing a B-17 and B-25 sitting over by Alpha 14 was pretty wild a couple of years ago. So I've been fortunate to see a lot of really cool aircraft over the years. Frontier going to their gate. We used to get United's A321 Neos on their delivery flights used to come through. We haven't had that in a couple of years, but they're pretty neat to see those brand new airplanes coming in. But hopefully we see something like that again soon. Couple of business jets inbound, a flight exclusive citation out of Minneapolis, and then our flex jet that did the go around a few minutes ago. It's the aircraft that was supposed to go to Memphis earlier, so I wonder if they're just doing maintenance flights with it. American 1679, also inbound from Charlotte. Then we'll have the FedEx 767, that one that wears a special livery, out of Memphis. I see the, speaking of 321 Neos, I see the United Neo is taxiing. Looks like they're going over to a gate. So they must be timed out. Right now, a little after 7. So we've been a little over 2 hours since the A330 diverted in. So about another hour or so before they time out, I would imagine. But the United went to a gate. Not one of those. It went to the other side, but the 321 Neo went to a gate, so we'll have to keep an eye on the 330 to see how much longer they get before they have to let everyone out. There it says only a bit of showers in Parma, nothing more than that. That's about what we got. We just got some light showers. So unless it really faded out after the storms hit land.
Roger, 924, left half Papa. That should be a Lima where you're parking.
Frontier doing it again, or FlexJet, sorry, doing it again. Assuming they're doing some maintenance tests with this aircraft.
3633, go ahead. That's a 268, I'm off on,
We should have American, then we'll have the FedEx Heavy. The FedEx wears a special livery tonight. America 250 livery on the FedEx. Summer in Northeast Ohio makes me want fall here and quick. I don't know, I'm a big fan of summer. I like the longer days. I'm not looking forward to the shorter days. But yeah, sometimes I love fall too, so I definitely understand. Here's the American.
Going ground runway 24 right, taxi at Juliet 4, Lima, Sierra, cross runway 24 left. Juliet 4, Lima, Sierra, 24 left, all the way 40.
We have a very, very, very faint rainbow. I don't know if you're going to see it or not. But it kind of runs from the old tower to the left of it. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not. A very faint rainbow due to those showers I passed through earlier. Brandon is here, confirms that was a maintenance flight for FlexJet. And Brandon certainly would know. So maintenance flight for the FlexJet. So nothing too crazy going on with that. So Brandon, was it you that the Lonely Heart was looking for yesterday? If you missed the news, a girl who was traveling posted on Reddit that there was a maintenance worker at the airport that really caught her eye. And the airport posted on their social media trying to help them find each other. Here's FedEx special livery tonight out of Memphis. FedEx 361 rolling out on 24 right, 767-300 out of Memphis. America 250 livery.
FedEx 361, heavy turn left.
I think the last one I had to catch. Pretty cool to see that one here tonight. Yeah, the rainbow is a little bit more obvious now. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's up that way a little bit. HT 1976 asking about the Delta A330 diversion. So it diverted in due to weather in JFK. And they're back in a ground stop over there. Actually, several other aircraft were diverting. We had an A330 or A321neo divert from United. So a lot of aircraft I saw diverting over to Pittsburgh and Detroit. So just some weather, I'm assuming weather in the New York area because they're going in and out of a ground stop at JFK. So hopefully we'll see that aircraft leave here soon. Challenger heading out.
The update time is fully past the top of the hour. Okay, 4758, it's about an hour and 10 minutes for the update time to Milwaukee.
There's a Brickyard flight. One of the regional aircraft just told about a little over an hour for the update time to LaGuardia. I don't know if they'll keep the, I don't know if the 330 is going to leave tonight, to tell you the truth. But we'll keep watching just in case. Dubai 3 departed 1 hour 48 minutes ago and is over Saudi Arabia right now. So again, if you're here in the morning, come on up. Early in the morning tomorrow. And you'll see the 747. Right now the ETA is 644. For Dubai 3. Looks like one of the Youngstown C-130s is up, maybe going into Akron Canton for some touchdown. He's down by New Philly. So down by New Philly, there's a Vader C-17 down there, and probably heading up to Akron Canton to do some touch and goes. American Eagle 4057, get ready to line up for departure, heading to Miami. A Boogie 95 is here, says, hey Nick, love the channel. Do you know if the old control tower is still being used? I don't believe it's being used for any airport operations. I think they still have radar up there that they use it for, but I think that's it. I don't think they use it for any operations anymore. The new tower now is probably at least maybe 10 years old now. I forget exactly what year that opened, but all the air traffic control operations is in the new tower. I think they just have some radars or something up there, but I don't think they use it for anything else now. It's slated to be demolished with the new airport master plan.
We'd like to go up Yankee 1, like 268.
So that is underway, by the way. It's the groundbreaking for the gold lot was last week or earlier this week, one of the two. Time runs together sometimes. But the new gold lot will be built where the old concourse used to be, Concourse D, the one we haven't used in several years after they closed the hub. I keep saying the old concourse is actually the newest concourse here. But the gold lot is going where that concourse is. They should be building another parking lot as well where the hotel used to be. And then once that's done, they're going to build the new parking garage where the orange lot is now. Tear the existing parking garage down and build a new terminal. And the old control tower as well as the hangars over there are all slated to be demolished over the next 6 years if everything ends on time for 2032. There's FedEx. Heading over to their FedEx ramp.
357 Cleveland departure radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Yeah, lots of changes. The old cargo buildings along 237 are being torn down as well. And then eventually we'll see the hangar off to the left where Constant Aviation is will be torn down. The red and blue lots will be torn down. The ground transportation center, which is only a few years old, will be torn down and replaced with a new one once they get everything going with the new project. And then the roads are supposed to be rerouted and all kinds of stuff going on here in the future. I'd love to go up to that old tower though. I bet you get some amazing views up there. You can go into the new one if you're a pilot. I know pilots, they you can fill out, I think you fill out a form to request to go up there. Probably some other, if you work in aviation, you probably get up there as well. And I think they take some school groups and whatnot up there from time to time. But the, I would love to go into the old tower. I bet you get some amazing views up there. Got the 880 taxiing out for Atlanta. Maybe someday, you just gotta get to know the right person, right? Of course, you can see at the end of the Bravo concourse over by where Southwest Parks is where the old observation deck used to be. I saw a post on Reddit as well where someone was asking, hey, was I misremembering or was there an observation deck here? And yes, there was. Fortunately, it closed down, and I believe due to 9/11. Brandon says it wasn't me. So, wasn't Brandon that stole someone's heart yesterday. Maybe next time. Darlene is here. Hope you're doing well tonight, Darlene. I usually feel bad when I fly. Like I always bring like deodorant and an extra shirt. If I'm doing a day trip, like usually if I'm gonna do like, if I do an overnight trip, it's different. But if I'm gonna do a day trip like I did for Orlando earlier this year, and you fly down in the morning, you fly back at night, you know, there's no time to take a shower in there, and I always feel bad if anyone sits next to me. I mean, yeah, I change my clothes and I put deodorant on and everything, but probably not bound to break any hearts that way. Delta 880 lining up for departure. My wife is usually in bed by then, so I usually just jump in the shower when I get home. But yeah, anyways, the story went viral yesterday. Someone posted on Reddit that they met someone who they quite fancied, but they weren't able to get a hold of them, and they put on the Reddit page if anyone's able to identify this person, and then the airport put it on their social media, and I think they were able to identify each other, but I don't know if they were or not. I was glad on the way home from DC last week that I had the whole road to myself. Because again, no matter how much deodorant you put on and what clothes you change, when it's 113 degrees, I don't think there's going to be any way to smell great on the way home. A bit of a rainbow showing up behind the drawbridge-like structure back there. Another Delta flight diverting to Detroit, 757. So we're still dealing with weather in New York, or something in New York. I don't know if it's weather or what's going on, but still a decent amount of aircraft holding and diverting. So I don't know if we're going to see that the A330 depart tonight. There's a China Airlines 777 holding over the lake. Wouldn't that be cool? For JFK, a Delta A321neo circling. A couple of United 737s up there as well. Few aircraft going into Pittsburgh. It's just kind of like random aircraft though. It's not everything. I guess we'll find out. Take a look at the A330. It still is an active flight. So it hasn't canceled yet, so that's good. Delta 958 back to JFK. So just shows diverted and no update yet on that one. So, but it isn't canceled yet. So as long as it's not showing as canceled, there's still a chance. Southwest Flight 747 inbound from Las Vegas, about a minute out, followed by United 2725 out of Fort Lauderdale. Delta 1350 out of Atlanta. It's like one of those 737s that's holding is diverting to Pittsburgh, flight 1643 for United. Delta 1449 taxiing out for departure, A220 to Minneapolis. It's the Southwest. I see on the nose of it. Looks like it has someone's name on the nose. So I'll go back and take a look at the nose on that Southwest and see whose name is on the front. Meanwhile, the Delta A220 is taxiing out for departure now, or getting ready to go, lining up and waiting. Southwest was the Jack Vidal. came in from Las Vegas. A few minutes out, we'll have United flight 2725 out of Fort Lauderdale, another kind of special aircraft. It's their seventh, it's a 7,000 737. Aircraft, of course, and I believe now is over 10,000 737s have been manufactured over the years. Delta heads out. American Eagle lining up for departure for their flight over to DCA.
1449, clear departure, radar contact, confirm you're climbing via the SID. Climb via the SID, 1449.
And you go 5126 heading to Reagan National. United 2725, it is the 7,000 737 that was built inbound from Fort Lauderdale. We have United Express 5638 out of Chicago O'Hare, American Eagle 3466 out of Chicago O'Hare. Only a few minutes out for those two aircraft. We also have Delta 1350 and A320 tonight out of Atlanta. Call sign Jumbo is here, says hope to see you at Lorain County on Saturday for the Discover Aviation Air and Car Show. Come find me at the plane registration table. I'll have to come out there and try to find you. I'll definitely be there. I'm not sure what time I'll get there yet. You know when the C-54 is leaving? I see I think it's 10 to 4, I believe is the show. So try to get there at some point, probably around noon or so, and stick around for the departures. I hope to see you out there. Hope to see everyone out there at that show. It's only, I think, $10 to get in for the full car, and always a good time out there at Lorain. United inbound. I will come look for you while I'm out there. Got the B-29 in Mansfield as well, so. And they're only flying, I think, like 9 and 10:30. If the times are right online, so. Probably head down there on Sunday morning to see the B-29. I'd love to see that C-54 leave. I think it looks like according to their schedule. I think they're there the 10th, 11th, and 12th, so it might leave on Sunday. That's always a nice event, though. I've gone the last few years, always had a good time out there. Got the tri-motor, usually I think the B-25. A lot of general aviation aircraft. Always a nice event to go to over at Lorain County Airport. One of these days, I'm actually not going to be broke, and I'll take a ride on the tri-motor. I think every year I've just come. Last year I went to Atlanta. The year before I went to Dallas. I think every year I'm coming back for something and don't have any extra cash to do that. But someday we're going to do that. The Dubai Air Wing about right now showing 6:45 in the morning tomorrow morning for the Dubai Air Wing 747. Dubai 3 is the call sign, so remember someone from the royal family is coming in. 747-400. So it'll land and either go to customs or go to the pad. You usually get a little bit of an idea of how long they're going to be here by where they go. If they go to the customs, it usually seems like they don't stick around too long. But we'll find out, I guess, in the morning. And we'll find out when, I don't know, we'll find out. I'll post on Instagram if I find out when it's going to leave. Again, last time it was here in February, it was literally only here for about 4 or 5 hours. It came in, I think it landed around 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning, and then it departed, I think, around 1. Which I've never seen it here for such a short period of time. And then, but usually it's here for a few days to even a couple of weeks. So we'll find out. Lots of videos of that one on my channel if you haven't seen what it looks like, but really, really cool aircraft. 747-400 for Dubai, the Dubai Air Wing in the morning. It's one of their government aircraft. Remember, the royal family will be coming in. I know we always joke that every time that comes in, gas prices go up, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. United Express 5638 over downtown, turning final. Still no news on the A330. Call sign Jumbo says the C-54 is scheduled to leave Monday. We'll try to get out there to check that out then. Also on Monday, if you're in the area, if you're into trains, the Union Pacific's locomotive, the Big Boy, will be coming back way back heading west. I think it's going to be in Rocky River at 1:30 if I remember right. On its way over to Fremont, and then on Tuesday they'll be having a public viewing in Fremont. So if you're in the area, if you want to see that, should be coming back through on Monday morning. They'll be also having Young Eagle flights on Sunday as well. What are they flying on? Are they doing the Young Eagle flights on the C-54, or is it going to be like in like general aviation aircraft? Either way, that'll be really cool to see. Lots of stuff going on over the next couple of weeks. Next week is Thunder over Michigan up at Ypsilanti's Willow Run Airport on the west side of Detroit. The F-4 Phantom is confirmed to be there. There was a little scare yesterday when it disappeared from the website, but they did confirm it'll be there. Also see the F-16 Viper demo and the Osprey demo. And the Red Arrows will be coming over as well for one of their rare U.S. appearances next weekend at Thunder over Michigan. Then in August, Props and Pistons at Akron Fulton Airport. We'll have the F-16 Viper demo. The C-17 will be there as well. So Lots of stuff over the next few weeks. United taxiing out for Chicago, the other one going to its gate. Again, haven't heard anything yet on the A330. Ground stop at JFK was extended for about an hour. So I'm becoming less and less optimistic that we're going to see that depart. Got something pretty cool going on behind the tower, though. It's a really bright rainbow behind the tower. Hopefully you guys can see it. So just to the right of the old tower. And it pretty much ends at the top of the tower. Like, I'm looking up and I don't really see it up into the sky. So really, really bright rainbow. I don't know how well it's coming out on the camera, but just Aer Lingus must have left their pot of gold over there or something when they left yesterday, because it's about where their gate is. No Aer Lingus tonight, though. That China Airlines 777 is still holding. Doubt it comes here. I would imagine if it were to divert it to go to Detroit or maybe Washington Dulles or something, but wouldn't that be cool? United Express inbound from Chicago. That Air China diverts, I'll buy someone an air show ticket. If it diverts to Cleveland. I'll do a giveaway on my Instagram for a air show ticket if that actually were to divert in. We'll see. United A320 holding short for the flight over to O'Hare. That'll be flight 1084 A320. Meanwhile, we got another A320 inbound, Delta 1350 out of Atlanta. American Eagle 3466 out of Chicago. United 2652 out of Chicago. Southwest 4506 out of Chicago. Again, I don't think it'll come here, but that would be amazing if it did. So as the Delta A320 rolls out, we're going to get the United out of here before the inbound flight comes in. And then taking a look, still no update on the 330, so we'll see what happens. Annual flight will be with General Aviation Airplane. That's still cool, though. Really cool way to get kids into aviation. Wish my parents would have taken advantage of that when I was younger. I know they had a lot of stuff going on, but I know if my kid is interested in aviation, we'll definitely try to pursue some of those opportunities as he gets older. So United isn't going to get out of here before the inbound American Eagle. There's United heading to O'Hare. If you find out what time that's supposed to leave Monday, definitely let me know. C-54 would be a really neat catch. And don't think there are that many of those still flying. DC-4 for your airliner fans out there. Might be some up in Alaska, but I'm not sure how many DC-4/C-54s are still flying. So as United rotates, the other United is inbound.
United 1084, contact Park. 1.75 via the Great Lake 5.
American 737 is taxiing out.
Maintain 14,000. I'll maintain 14,000 on 1084.
Well, they're still circling up there. The China Airlines 777 out of Taipei. It's also a United 787 that's up there now, coming over the lake. I don't know if it's going to go into a holding pattern or not. There are a few aircraft up that way, so we'll keep an eye on things. Southwest 4506 inbound from Chicago Midway. Frontier 1492 as well is inbound from Tampa.
Yeah, 2652 clearing ground, back to departing via Lima, Kilo.
American will be flight 1682 on their way back to DFW.
Yeah, 736, clearance field left up to the outside.
Southwest rolling out. American line up and wait for their flight to Dallas. Not sure when the B-29 will leave Mansfield. I'm assuming it'll leave on Sunday. I have to look at the schedule to see where it's going after that. I think the B-17 and B-25 are supposed to be in Toledo, I think, next week. And I think there's like a 1 day or maybe 2 day overlap with the B-29 in Toledo. So it might be neat if you're up that way to see the 17, 25, and 29 together in Toledo. I think that's where the 29 is going. The 17 and 25 are supposed to be at Thunder over Michigan, but I see where they were taken off the schedule for that. American 1682 heading out. Frontier 1492 inbound from Tampa. Looks like the 777 is now leaving the holding pattern. I think we might be in trouble as far as seeing that one. American 1679 should be pushing back soon for Charlotte. Also got a Chrono Aviation Pilatus PC-12 taxiing out for Trois Rivieres. I saw Chrono pop up this morning and thought maybe it was going to be the 7.3, but it is the Pilatus that should be heading out soon. And then looking at our Delta. Still not seeing any updates on that one. Let's see if we have an update maybe on the Delta app.
Juliet 3 Lima Sierra
So take a look at the Delta app, just see if they have anything else listed. Just showing diverted. Showing 7:55, so obviously that's not going to happen. But it shows boarding on the app, so maybe they are getting it ready to go. They never deboarded it; it was sitting over on the pad. But maybe they are getting close to getting that out of here. Jazz 736 taxiing out for Toronto. Keep your fingers crossed, the Delta A330 heads out soon. Earlier this year, the Blue Jackets, after Northern Pacific went out of business, the Blue Jackets were using pretty much whoever they could find for their charter flights out of Columbus. And they used Chrono Aviation one day for their flight. They had all kinds of like weather and mechanical issues, and they were really late getting out there. I don't think they left until like the day of their game. If I remember right, they actually did win that game though. after the season, it was reported that the team was interested in getting their own aircraft, either a 321 or a 757, to carry the team going forward because they've had so many issues getting aircraft over the last couple of years, with Swift shutting down and the Northern Pacific shutting down. Haven't heard anything on that, if they are still in the process of looking at procuring their own aircraft, or if they're going to do, if they're going to just charter another airline. A few NHL teams, even here in the States, I think even the Dallas Stars chartered Air Canada to be their charter airline. So I have to see what the Blue Jackets do as we get closer to the NHL season. I think they flew Sun Country a few times. I know they flew Alaska a couple of times. Chrono the one time. So I have to see what they do this year. Interior 1492 inbound from Tampa. See, this aircraft is circling up here.
Camden date, I think that's what you said. Camden date 765 for the departure rate of contact. Climb and maintain 14000. I think it's 14500.
So I wonder if this aircraft is holding as well, this airliner up here. Gotta watch the skies too. I know a flight of 2 B-2s was spotted over Dayton this afternoon. So you never know what you're gonna see. Jazz holding short for Toronto. Waiting for the Frontier to get here. Another diversion into Detroit, a JetBlue flight. So we're not done with diversions yet. And that aircraft that we were watching, I think, is this Delta 757, Las Vegas to JFK. I think that was the one that we were watching. It looks like it is in a holding pattern. China Airlines got out of their holding pattern, so we're not going to see the 777 tonight. But I had my fingers crossed, though, for you. I was hoping we'd see it. But yeah, as long as these diversions are going on and that Delta A330 isn't going anywhere, it landed around 5 o'clock. So assuming that they can only sit on the pad for 3 hours, we should be getting close. So 3 hours would be about 8 o'clock. So that's actually about right now. So the longer we wait for the Delta, the less likely I think it is that they are going to get out of here tonight. But I haven't seen yet where the flight was canceled. Here's Frontier.
Yeah, if I had any control over this, you would have been gone 3 hours ago. Turn left next taxiway, cross runway 24 left, and then contact ground point 7.
So it sounds like that's going to be about it for Delta. Talk about sitting on the pad, and the controller came on and said They are holding over Iowa, all the way out to Iowa, for flights going into JFK. So I have a feeling that the 330 will be spending the night. Which, hey, that could work out for us. That could work out for us depending on what time it leaves. Maybe they catch that A330 leave tomorrow. But I got to feel bad for the passengers and crew if they end up having to either get rebooked or spend the night. Delta is a legitimate airline. I'm sure they'll take good care of them. Hopefully, if they do spend the night, hopefully everyone has a good time to maybe check out some sights in Cleveland tonight or tomorrow while they're here.
We have to get you a follow me vehicle into there.
Delta actually might be going to a gate.
1055 clear, just approach runway 24 right, sure, at 3000.
So you might see something, you might see a heavy jet. I've had a question a number of times in the chat about can a heavy jet go to a gate? Might see it here in a little bit. So we'll stick around, we'll see what happens here. Frontier 1055 inbound from Orlando, one of two Frontier, well, I guess it's the only Frontier flight, the other one's at 30,000 feet. Frontier 1055 inbound from Orlando. Yeah, I see a couple of JetBlue flights circling United Dreamliner. I wish that would come in. But it seems to be affecting more JFK. So it looks like there are aircraft going in there, but also a few aircraft that are still holding. See an American 737 over Southern Ohio that's holding. Yeah, I do see what they're talking about as far as aircraft holding. There's a couple aircraft holding over Minnesota for JFK, I see, so. Not sure what is going on there tonight. I don't really see any weather, but obviously the New York airports are having a rough go of it tonight. Meanwhile, here at Cleveland, the next inbound flight, American Eagle 9676, a repositioning flight for PSA Airlines, CRJ out of Birmingham, Alabama. American Eagle 5470 out of DCA is about an hour out. United 744 out of Houston is a little over an hour and a half out. Frontier 3232. So again, we'll stay up here a little while longer just to see what's going on.
Once you get down there, just follow them at your gate.
But yeah, they might not be going anywhere. It's like an Air Canada flight went off the runway at Montreal, is what it sounds like. So again, we'll stick around a little while longer just to see if we get an update on the Delta. Probably won't stick around too much longer though. Definitely need to get home and get some dinner, but we'll find out. Well, Simply Aiden is asking, do you know when the Red Bull stuff will be in America? I thought some of it was already here. I thought I saw where some of it came in yesterday or the day before. I think the P38 I thought I saw somewhere was already here. Maybe the DC6 was coming in today. But either way, I think they're already here. If not, they're probably coming in the next couple of days. Be cool if they came in here and did a fuel stop. Every now and then we'll see things come in on the way to Oshkosh to do a fuel stop at some of the local airports. The MiGs go through Akron, Canton quite a bit. Yeah, maybe we'll see something coming into Oshkosh. You never know. Frontier rolling out from Orlando. But yeah, we definitely have to be close on the Delta. I know they've been here for over 3 hours now, and that's about the limit to how long you can keep passengers on the ramp without letting them be planes. So, and looking at the flights that are holding for JFK, they may be in trouble, unfortunately, tonight. It's Frontier. Yukon to Caribou. Well, thank you guys all so much for being here tonight on a beautiful night here in Northeast Ohio. Apologize.
They're coming out for some aircraft. Although ground stops are still in effect. LaGuardia, your ground stop is canceled, but bad news under edict.
LaGuardia out of the ground stop going into the edict program. Obviously, we'll see what happens with Delta. They're on the JFK, but thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. Beautiful night here in Northeast Ohio, 76 degrees, light breeze. Apologize for the rain delay that we had a few hours ago, or hour or so ago.
They're pushing out new edicts. I don't have a stop cancellation yet, but it's not looking good on the times anyway. All the edicts are at least an hour and 20 minutes from now. Roger that. Cleared, Springguard 4339, any word on JFK? JFK is not going to be for a while. Definitely times at 18 minutes for that.
And you guys caught what they said on the radio, but they said JFK won't be for a while.
57 wheels up is 24.
Pilot just said shit. So yeah, rough night for the New York airports. Sound like LaGuardia might be the most optimistic, but not looking good for our 330 to depart here tonight. Again, haven't seen for sure where it's canceled or anything like that, but we'll keep an eye on it here at least a little while longer for you. Aiden says, I'm good friends with 1726 MiG pilot. I think that's Mike, isn't it? Mike fly that one? It's pretty neat though. They come through Akron, Canton quite a bit because of AF flight, so they're coming to get gas usually a couple times a year. AF flight is not spotter friendly though, so if you go over there, get a really quick shot through the fence and get the heck out of there and go to the departure end of the runway and get some pictures that way. But definitely not a spotter friendly over by AF flight. Benstein says JFK is struggling because of that weather by DC is cutting off arrival routes and creating a logjam on the other arrivals. Not fun. Okay, that would make sense. That's some very, very congested airspace for sure. So anything that happens out there doesn't take much to cause problems, unfortunately. Southwest getting loaded up with some snacks for their flight out to St. Louis, I think, here in a little bit. Go for some pretzels right now. That sounds pretty good. Especially with some beer cheese. The wind must be blowing their food, like the scent from the restaurant, away from me tonight, because usually around now it really starts to smell pretty good, but don't really smell the restaurant tonight.
It's 96, 76. So the approach expect you for right. Let me know when you're ready to take heading.
Yeah, there's still some flights diverting, so. Nothing looks like it's coming here, unfortunately, from what I can see, but still a fair amount of flights out there. They may, because the Delta's been here for a while, and also because it's such a big plane, you know, they may try to get them a special clearance to get out of here, but we'll keep our eyes out. Don't see where it's canceled yet, though, so long as it's not canceled, there's still hope. Well, they just called. Right now we're sitting at 83 likes on the stream. So would love to get to 100 likes tonight. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. So definitely hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. It is absolutely free and you won't miss anything. Got Lorraine this weekend. We got the B-29 this weekend. We got Thunder over Michigan next weekend. I still got a bunch of videos to post from the Warbirds, the A350, all kinds of stuff to post. So take a look at that. And of course, later on, we got Props and Pistons next month. Got the Cleveland Air Show in September. And then we may try to get the one more in November. Either Wings over Houston or Kennedy Space Center. We'll see how things go. But lots of stuff to look forward to. We'll start getting heavy jets here in a few weeks for the NFL season. And of course, tomorrow morning, if you missed the news, the Dubai Air Wing will be here about 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll have Dubai 3, a Royal Air Wing 747 here tomorrow morning. So if you're in the area, try to stop by and see if you can catch that. Southwest Flight 747 getting ready to push back for their flight to St. Louis. Trying to see if that was something cool flying over me, but I think it's just a private jet. American is taxiing out as well. And I see the Delta Connection CRJ taxiing out. So Southwest Flight 747 will be heading to St. Louis, American 1679 over to Charlotte. Delta Connection 4957 taxiing out as well for Detroit. Also about to pass overhead, probably off to our west, so we probably won't see it, is the 100th anniversary United Dreamliner. Falcon, if I'm saying that right, says, wait, you're at Cleveland Hopkins? I photographed planes on my Instagram there. Yep, we're at Cleveland Hopkins tonight. So, yeah, my home airport too. I've been doing this, running away from my problems since 2021, watching airplanes up here. Nah, I have a great time up here. Here's the CRJ. I think I see the United. It's going to be a little bit to our west, but we'll try to pick it up. Meanwhile, the Jack Vidal, or Jack Vidal maybe? Special nose art on the Southwest 737 that'll be heading over to St. Louis. The other one should be pushing back pretty soon as well for its flight. Starting to run kind of low on the battery as well, so we'll probably stick around till about 8:30, and after that head home, get some dinner, get ready for bed, get the little guy to bed, and get ready for work again tomorrow. We may live stream again tomorrow night. Friday nights were the thing for a while, kind of gotten away from it with everything going on over the last couple of months, but we'll see how things go. We may come up here again tomorrow night. Saturday we'll be at Lorain for the Discover Aviation Air Show and Car Show at the Lorain County Airport. And then Sunday, trying to go to Mansfield for the B-29. And keep an eye on that C-54 as well. Hopefully we can get a departure time for that one so we can try to catch it. Monday we have the big boy locomotive coming through. I'm going to try to sneak out on my lunch break to catch that. Should be stopping at Rocky River around 1, I think it's either 11:30 or 1:30, one of the two. On its way back out to Fremont. And on Tuesday it'll be part of some public events in Fremont. So if you're in that area, go try to check that out if you're able to do so. Delta Connection heading to Detroit. Kind of tempted Saturday, if I have time after Lorain, possibly to go over to DTW. We'll have to wait and see. Last year when I went to that show was the day that the Lufthansa Star Alliance A340 diverted in. So who knows, maybe history will repeat itself, you never know. But that's a great show if you haven't been to it. It's only $10 per car to get in. They'll have airplanes, they'll have warbirds, they'll have car show. You have some food trucks and some other vendors if you want to go check that out. So it's at the Lorain County Airport on Saturday if you're in the area. Southwest Flight 747 lining up for departure. 737 on its way to St. Louis.
And we have information, Columbia taxi.
Hey, I think I just got some big news. I think that was...
Okay, go on 24 right. Lima, Sierra, and Cliff 245. Delta 958 Heavy.
Delta 958 Heavy just called their clearance, ready to taxi for 24 right.
And contact tower 6.
We will see the A330 depart tonight. So grab your kids, grab your wife, grab your popcorn. I'm just kidding. But we will see the Delta A330 depart here in the next few minutes. I see him taxiing now once the UPS truck passes here. There's our A330. They are ready to go to JFK. LAX to JFK, flight 958, diverted in a little over 3 hours, 3.5 hours ago now. They are ready to go. So Falcon is asking about the Cleveland Air Show Labor Day weekend. You plane spot or photograph them? I do both with my my A73. So usually go downtown Thursday and Friday. Thursday for arrival day, Friday for practice day. And then depending on how things go, I usually go into the gates one day, which is usually the day I'll shoot video for the channel. And then another day I'll go downtown and try to do photographs. And then one day I'll come here if there's anything that's staging out of here. So we should see the F-22 and the KC-46 staging out of here. The F-15s may stage out of here as well. If they come. But anyways, so but definitely try to come up here to get some of the departures as well. Hopefully we get good weather for the show this year. A lot of first-time visitors this year. A lot of pretty neat civilian acts expected at the show this year. So it should be pretty cool to see some of those. But looking forward to the air show Labor Day weekend. And again, with the questionable future with Burke, you don't know how many more of those there's going to be. So if you can, try to get up to Burke Lakefront Labor Day weekend. Go watch the Cleveland National Air Show. Delta 958, ready to go to JFK. Our diversion from earlier on this afternoon, Airbus A330. We'll pick it up as soon as it gets out from behind the building here. Updated ETA for Dubai 3 tomorrow morning, 7:09 Eastern time if you're in the area. That's what I want to hear. I want that to get pushed back as late as possible so we can make it up here. A couple of business jets inbound. We got a Challenger. Then we have a NetJets Global 7500 inbound that's diverting in.
958, Cleveland Tower. Traffic, 5 mile, final, runway. 24 right, line up away.
So as SkyQuest rolls out, you know it's been a long day when you see an airplane depart and come back. SkyQuest rolls out, Delta 958 Heavy, ready to go to JFK. Third day in a row, by the way, we've had an A330 here at Hopkins. National late Tuesday night, departed yesterday. 958 on their way to JFK. .58 Heavy LAX to JFK diverted in due to the weather a few hours ago. They are given the clearance to get out of here. Air traffic control said good luck, as they're still dealing with a lot of issues at JFK tonight. There's still a chance that thing could go into a holding pattern or maybe even divert somewhere else later on. So hopefully they make it to JFK. Speaking of diversions, how about a Global 7500 for you?
P9? Alright, understood. 39 for thank you. Contact Cleveland approach 126.35. 958 Heavy, turn right direct Pink Floyd. Right direct Pink Floyd, Delta 958 Heavy.
I'm jealous of anyone who was over at Heartland tonight, as that A330 would have rotated and taken off right over there in front of them. With the 24 right departure, it would have been an amazing shot over there tonight. So I'm glad that we were able to catch it for you here on Nick Fly's Media Live tonight. American Eagle Flight 9676, a repositioning flight out of Birmingham, Alabama on final. Likely will be our last flight for tonight. Well, we ran out of battery. But still really cool that we were able to catch that one for you tonight. Marcus here tonight was a Delta A330. Paul Kahn is asking about what's at 709. The Dubai Airwing 747 is expected in tomorrow morning. Sometime between 6:45 and 7:15. 709 right now is the ETA. So if you're in the area tomorrow morning, come out and check out the 747 as the Dubai Royal flight makes its, biannual visit. I'm looking forward to seeing that one here tomorrow morning. Here's the CRJ.
Heavy contact Cleveland Center, 120.77, take care. 2077, okay, it's Alpha 958.
So the A330 was a weather diversion out of JFK, LAX to JFK. They're on their way back. It's still not cleared up though with all the diversions and everything. So hopefully they're able to make it in without having to go into another holding pattern or diverting again somewhere else. Well, everyone, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. Got to get home, get the little guy to bed, get myself ready for bed. Another day at work tomorrow. But that's okay. Should hopefully be a good day tomorrow. But thank you guys all so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. Thank you all for your likes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. Helps out a ton with the algorithm. We're at 93 likes, by the way, so we just need 7 more people to hit that like button, and we'll hit 100 likes for the live stream. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button down below. And again, would love you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate everyone's support. Got a few videos out there that are new, so the Columbus and Dayton air shows are posted if you want to check those out. Also, some of the flyby highlights that I was able to get from Washington, D.C. on the 4th with the new and old Air Force One, the B-2s, everything out there. So check that out if you haven't done so already. But thank you guys all so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Nick Flies Media. I post photos and videos and all kinds of stuff on there. And if I get any updates about anything that's coming in or going out, I make sure to post it on there for you. So if I find out when the Dubai Heavy leaves, I'll try to make sure to let everyone know. Up to 96, just need 4 more. Just need 4 more likes to hit 100 today. 97. Come on, just 3 more. 3 more likes. Oh, wow, look at this. Sorry. Pretty purple Lamborghini. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Nick Flies Media as well. We'll see how the weather goes, what's coming in tomorrow. We might come up here to do another live stream tomorrow night, either from here or maybe down in Columbus. We'll have to see what's coming in. Saturday we'll be at Lorraine for Discover Aviation, the air show and car show out there. And then Sunday we should be down in Mansfield for the B-29. So lots of stuff going on this weekend. Well, we hit 100 likes, so thank you guys all so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay cool, and we'll catch you next time from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Have a great night, everyone.